Salut pour tous, et soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Ede Zanetti. It is day 7 here at cop28, and this was dedicated to urban mobility and to a series of pledges, promises. For over 30 years, tropical developing countries have been listening to those pledges and promises. It is time that we wake up, right? So what we see clear here, for example, I would take the case from Brazil. I already told you, Marina Silva is not the voice of the forest. People in the forest hate Marina Silva. And she, every time she says that she is gonna expel the population from the Amazon, she gets money from the King of England. That is impressive to see. The more she said, okay, I'm gonna kick the Brazilians out of the Amazon, the more the guy gives her money. And this is something that we should be really aware of. Every time we take people out of the forest and we leave the forest to itself, what we have is spreading of infectious disease. It is time to call the people that do this by their real name. Those are the real genocides. They are promoting the spreading of infectious disease globally by avoiding people to get into the forest and make them healthy. I already told you, in Europe, in Canada, and in US, native forests are being managed by hundreds, thousands of years. They have infrastructure, logistics, a supply chain, everything that is needed to take advantage of 100% of its productivity, and they use contemporary silvicultural techniques to increase its productivity. And one example, in the Brazilian Amazon, if we take half of the Amazon and we put roads and we put infrastructure, we put sawmills, a supply chain with 300 million hectares producing 20 cubic meters per year, which is similar to what they are doing in Canada and US and Europe, we will be removing and transforming into useful products for society 6 billion tons of CO2 per year. Our negative balance is around 3, so it's double the amount that we have in excess of emissions. In 30 years, only the Brazilian tropical forest can solve the climate issue and create millions of jobs, billions of income. That's the reality that most of the UNFCCC is trying to hide by accepting this thesis presented by this corrupted Brazilian government that we have to kick people out of the forest in order to keep it standing. This is not true. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Ede Zanetti for tous les amis africains.